Hey everybody, it's Peter from Brantford Kia, and we recently introduced Apple CarPlay in Kia vehicles, and we put out a video about that, and since that time we've had a number of questions about it. So this video is going to be 5 frequently asked questions about Apple CarPlay. There's actually been a lot of people asking about, do you have to plug in your iPhone to the car to make Apple CarPlay work? And the short answer is yes, you do. Now, we're speculating here, but a number of our cars are now equipped with Wi-Fi, and we're wondering if a future update may include a Wi-Fi connection. But just so you know, if you've never used Apple CarPlay, you can always use your Bluetooth features by just pairing your phone with the car. So if you're used to having your phone in your pocket or your purse and you hop in the car and you want to make sure you get your calls, that will work just fine. When you plug in your phone and you have Apple CarPlay activated, it'll actually tell you on the screen that the Bluetooth has been disabled. So all data now transfers between that cord. So just so you know, you can still use your Bluetooth features, you can still use your Bluetooth streaming, Bluetooth music, that kind of thing. But if you activate CarPlay at this point today, which is the summer of 2016, you will have to plug in your cord. There may be something in the future that changes that, but today you do have to plug in that cord. This is a great question that we get asked a lot. Yes, Apple CarPlay does use your data. Now, it doesn't use it for everything. For instance, if you have music downloaded to your iPhone and you want to play that through the system, you could of course play that without using your data plan. And which apps you use and also how much you use them is going to depend on how much data you need. Now, a lot of people are a little bit worried about this. They don't want to use their data plan too much. But think about it this way. If you're buying a car and you have a new monthly payment, maybe it's worth calling your phone company at the same time and saying, hey, I got to renegotiate my contract with you. Maybe you can get a little extra data for only a couple bucks more a month. Sometimes for that makes it worthwhile for people. And then you can use CarPlay all the time whenever you're driving, and you can use all of your streaming music, all of your maps, all that kind of stuff. And it really is built into your budget already from the start. Will Apple CarPlay be adding more apps? Absolutely. Apple has designed this in the same format as they designed the iPhone. They're expecting their app developers to make apps available for Apple CarPlay, and people are jumping on. So it's going to take some time for those to become useful for you. As with every iPhone, everybody's iPhone is unique to them. They have the apps that make sense for them, and it's going to be the same way with your car. There's going to be apps that make sense for you, don't make sense for other people. If you're a baseball fan right now, the MLB.com app is fantastic. It works great in your car. Spotify, I showed in our other video, works really well as well. There's going to be a lot of apps being added. So every time you see a video like this one online, see how far back it was posted, because there may be a whole bunch of new apps that have come out since that time, and you may find them useful to use. So keep an eye at what's out there. There's always a way to look up what kind of apps are available. If you have a favorite app on your iPhone, you can always check to see if it's available by going online and searching, is that app available in Apple CarPlay? This is a great question, and I love having this question, especially working at Kia. There are so many infotainment systems out there that are really difficult to use. Kia does a good job of putting in a system that's very easy to learn. But if you know how to use an iPhone, you're going to know how to use Apple CarPlay. So that's the good thing, is you'll walk in, you'll have the system brand new from day one, and you're going to know how to use it. Now, that being said, a lot of people really don't know how to use their iPhone. They don't know all of the things that Siri can do. They don't really know how to use the navigation program. And there's a whole bunch of features that your phone can do that most people aren't aware of. So if you buy a car with Apple CarPlay, sit down for a second, hop on the internet, see what Siri can do, see what the navigation options are, see what your whole phone can do. Because what you'll find is that once you know what your phone can do, usually a simple plain English Siri command can get Apple CarPlay to do that system for you. So what is my favorite Apple CarPlay feature? Well, this one may change as time goes on, but this is a feature that's built into your iPhone that I love, and it's reminders. So you can always say to your phone, remind me to do X, Y, Z in whatever time. Sometimes it's as simple as, remind me at 9 o'clock tonight to put the garbage out. Those are simple because you can do reminders based on time. But the big one, and I think this is the one that makes sense in Apple CarPlay, is you can do location-based reminders. So you can sit there on a Saturday afternoon, maybe you're not working, and remember you have to do something for work on Monday. So you can say to Siri while you're driving along in your car, hey Siri, when I get to work on Monday, remind me to do X, Y, Z. And that's a huge one, because once you get out of your car at work, you take your phone with you, of course, and by the time you're sitting at your desk or at your cubicle or wherever it is you work, your phone will buzz and it will remind you to do that thing that you've asked it to do. Sometimes you can program it to do something at the grocery store. When I get to the grocery store, remind me to get milk or eggs. So you can do location-based reminders, and those things, location-based and time-based reminders, are great because when I'm driving, I do a lot of thinking, and sometimes it's really great to remind me to do something when I arrive at a certain location. So the other thing that's neat with Siri is you can tell it your contacts, but you can give them different names. So for instance, I can say that this person is my dad or that person is my mom. And that way I can say, when I get to my dad's place, remind me to give him his birthday present or something like that. And it will tell you, so you can speak in plain English to Siri, and when you arrive, you get out of your car with your phone and your phone will remind you. And to me, that's what CarPlay is all about. It's using the system in your car, the microphone, the system that's already built in there, to make your life easier when you leave your car. So my favorite feature by far is location-based and time-based reminders. You can do it, you can set them in your car using Siri, and when you walk away from your car, your phone will tell you based on location, based on time, or just based on reminding you to do something. It's a great feature and it really shows the potential of Apple CarPlay. So if you have any more questions, head on down to Brantford Kia or leave us a comment below this video, contact us through our website, any way you want to contact us, and come on down to Brantford Kia, give a car with Apple CarPlay a test drive.